performance this evening. Please, no photography or video recording. Tonight's featured show is about to begin. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the magic.
Performer has entertained audiences on 6 continents, from the Hollywood Magic Castle to the London Palladium, with thousands of theaters, cruises, colleges, corporate and private events in between. Please welcome back to the House of Cards your Chief Impossibility Officer, Joe M. Turner.
Holy smokes, look at this. It's the Saturday night crowd. I've been waiting all week for you. Name it. My name is Joe Turner. My job over the next 25 minutes is to amaze and astound all of you with a number of the skills and abilities that kept me from dating in high school. It's going to be pretty fun for you, especially you, ma'am. Apparently, that's great. It's going to be kind of a tragic flashback for me, but we'll get through it together, and there'll be therapists waiting outside. When I was a kid, I wanted to learn how to do magic. All the books said you should start by getting some, get a coin out of your dad's change, your mom's purse or something, and just start by putting it on the back of your hand, see if you can open and close your hand without dropping the coin. Pretty easy early in the night, but if you try this later, you may have some problems. We'll see. The book then said, put it on the first finger, try to isolate the muscles in the second finger to pull it vertically up, and then let it flop over to the next finger, and to do that all the way across your hand. And the book said if you did this every day, 5 or 10 minutes, over time it would get smoother and faster and faster and smoother. And yeah, the book said if you did this long enough, people would clap. That was for you, sir. Thank you. Right. Yep. 24 minutes to go. Glad you like it. No, my friends were like you. They were like, okay, it's cool. It's obviously you've spent an unnatural amount of time doing that, but it's not really magic, is it? Magic is more that moment when something that you're looking at just seems to melt into thin air and reappears somewhere else. Like it just vanishes from one place and goes somewhere it's not supposed to be. My friends were like you, also too stunned to applaud. No, it's too late now. They were like, well, Joe, clearly you're using sleight of hand. You're concealing the coin maybe between your fingers or behind your hand somehow, or it might be going up your sleeve. If only you had some kind of barrier, a barrier made of steel or titanium or silk, so that when the coin went in your hand, we know it's not going through your fingers, it's not going anywhere. If it disappeared now, we might believe it was magic. And that was a pretty good trick for a 6-year-old, don't you agree? Where the coin goes. So yeah, not much action in high school. But when I got to college, it's like I found the level of the room. So we got to keep this moving because there's so many of you and so few of me. I'm going to take you on a very quick tour through the 3 main branches of the illusion arts. And we're going to start with the visual, which we've been kind of touching on already. But in order to show you something really cool, I think you'll like it, I'd like to ask the gentleman in the room to start with. Is there anyone, I need a few people who might be wearing a ring, a wedding band, a class ring, a signet ring, something that I could borrow temporarily, like no, nothing coming, not silicone or wood, but that's okay. Have we got a, we got a one right here. Thank you, sir. What's your name?
James.
James, I'm Joe. Nice to meet you. I promise this will come back to you in the same condition that you loaned it to me, all right? So a round of applause for James for being here with us. And was there someone in the back? I thought I saw some other people. I'm going to put this on my finger so I don't drop it. I don't want to lose it. Anybody in the back over here? Let me skip. I think there's a gentleman. All the women are volunteering their husbands. I'm not sure how that works. What's your name, sir?
Greg.
Greg? Are you with a 2 G's on the end or just one?
Just one G
Just
on the end.
On the end. So okay, great. Because there's people with multiple.
Yeah, it's 2 G's, not 3.
Okay, very good. And how about over on this side of the room so we keep the payload balanced? Any rings over here? We have someone in the back. What's your name, sir?
Arnold.
Arnold, may I borrow your ring? Don't injure yourself. There you, thank you. So Arnold, Greg, and James have loaned me these 3 rings. I didn't tell them what was even going to happen. But here we have, with the various metals and so forth, I want you to see they just go in my hand. We're going to create a magical shared experience. For most of us, it's going to be a magical metaphor for the deep importance of human connection. I know. For 3 of us, it's going to be the moment we realize we might be going home with different guys. So we'll see how it goes. Let me grab low tech, I know, but it's for your visibility. 1, 2, and 3. Here we go. So let's start. We've got, it was James. Do you see your ring on there?
Yes.
You do see. A round of applause for James. You saw his ring linked completely like a chain. Wouldn't you agree? Now, who was next? Was Greg with the 2 G's, not the 3.
Right.
Yours was the. Well, I have another band. Do you see yours?
I do.
You do see yours?
Yeah.
And then last but not least, Arnold, do you see yours?
Yeah.
Very good. How about a round of applause for 3 participants? Very good. Let's see if we can get out of this without the hacksaw that we had last night. If we do have to go that route, they'll be waiting for you at the host table on the way out. Let's just start with James. I'm going to give this back to you. Make sure it's in the condition it was when we started. Yes? Everybody clap for James. And that leaves me with the last 2. Let's see. I don't want to drop them. So watch carefully, Greg and Arnold. 1, 2, 3. And it melts right through while you're watching. Hold it, let's make sure. I'm going to let Greg take whichever one he wants. Do you see yours?
Yep.
And Arnold, make sure it's exactly the same one we started with. A round of applause! Fantastic. Very good. So that is what we call visual magic, traditional conjuring, right? Sleight of hand conjuring magic with what you might have seen, some close-up magic. Have you seen Jason and Gary and Mark out front doing close-up magic? So these are your traditional visual experiences. There's another branch of magic which we call mentalism or mental magic. It's more psychological, mind reading, ESP. I'll be honest with you, I don't believe in mind reading for real. I've been married 29 years. But I do believe in good theater, strong theater. And mentalism is a very strong theatrical premise. The idea that someone could poke around or know what you're thinking at all. It's pretty out there. So we're going to explore that for a moment. This time I'll ask the ladies in the room. I'd like every woman in the room to think of, well, I'll give you some choices. The first thing you might think of is your first crush, you know, the first pangs of puppy love that you remember, maybe in grade school or some kid across the street or something like that. If you remember that kid's first name, you might write that person's name down on a card for me. If that's awkward, maybe because of the person you're with, it could be jealousy or something, then I would ask you to think of a city somewhere in the world that you might like to travel to or that you've been and you'd like to return. And if neither of those floats your boat, then maybe think of a gift that you received as a child or for a special occasion or graduation or something like that. So a person or a place or a thing, just something that has a meaningful memory for you. I'm going to ask you to just jot down on a card, and I'll ask someone, any volunteer, would you do it? Would you do it? You can? What's your name? Carissa. It's a great name. And last but not least, you're making eye contact. Right there. You'll do it. What's your name?
Kelly.
Kelly. Are you an I, Y, I, E, E, Y?
I'm just a Y.
Just a Y. Very good. Well, I'm just Joe. J-O-E. E is silent. That's it. And I'm talking to ask your name.
Mandy.
Mandy. Are you an I or a Y?
Y.
With a Y. Very good. So they're going to jot down their memory. After they've done it, I'm going to ask them to fold the card in half and then fold it in half again. So once this way and once that way, so you folded it into quarters. And we're going to do some lie detecting here in a moment. Are you done with yours, Mandy?
Yes.
I'm going to let you just drop the card in the side pocket. Make sure it goes all the way to the bottom. There is a ticket pocket in there, so make sure it goes in the big pocket. Yeah, I'll take the pen. And then we've got Carissa. Oh, looks like Kelly is done. If you'll just drop yours in the side pocket, and I'll take the pen. Thank you. Cover that up so I don't write on someone. And Carissa, I'll take the pen, and if you'll just drop it in the side pocket. Very good. So all three cards have been put in the side pocket. Let's make sure one of them went in the ticket pocket. They are now all in the deep pocket. What's your name, sir?
Mohit.
What? If you'll hold up one finger. That's good. That's good. Thank you for that choice. He was thinking about it, I can tell. If you'll put the finger all the way to the bottom of my pocket and just mix them up. Just stir around in there. Okay, that's good. That's good. The reason I do that is because people are like, well, he watched and she put hers close to the front and she put hers close to the back, and so maybe he would know whose was whose by the position. But now they're in the position that he put them in, and I couldn't know. So I'm going to open up a card. Let me just get this one right here. I'll open it up and read the memory out to all three of the ladies. They are all going to say no. I'll say, is this your memory? And they will all say no. That means two of them will be telling the truth. One of them will be lying. And I'm going to try to figure out which one of you is lying. So here is the memory. I'm going to read this out loud. Don't give me any, just say no matter how I phrase it in this first phase. So Mandy, did you choose Chris E?
No.
And Carissa, did you choose Chris E?
No.
And Kelly, where'd you go? Kelly,
here.
where did you choose Chris E?
No.
Carissa, did you choose Chris E? Carissa, are you sure you didn't choose Chris E? Are you absolutely positive you didn't choose Chris E? You know how I can tell you're telling the truth? Because Kelly is the big liar. Kelly chose Chris E. Round of applause for Kelly. Let's take the next one. I'm not even going to look at it. If you'll just open that up for me, sir. What's your name?
Jason.
I'm going to come back to you in a second, Jason. The mathematically inclined among you have realized that my odds have improved. Right, it's now 50-50 between Mandy and Carissa. But I still have to get it right. So I'm not even going to look at it. People are like, well, he knows something about those cards. He knows which one is which. I'm going to let him read it. He's going to give me the memory. I'm going to ask both of them. We'll try not even to look. And I'll just try to do it completely by their voice. On this page, he will also say no. Jason, what is written? What's the memory?
Jim Austin.
Okay, I'm going to ask them both if they chose Jim. And they are both going to say no. So, Mandy, did you choose Jim?
No.
Carissa, did you choose Jim?
No.
Did you guys hear the difference?
Yes.
I felt like one person was overplaying the hand. Just a little bit. And I can't be 100% sure, but I will take this, and I'm going to hand it to Carissa, who chose Jim. There you go. Round of applause for her. Mandy, clearly, may I ask you to help me for a moment? Come on up on stage. Mandy is listening. So now we know that the last one belongs to Mandy. I'm not even going to open it. Would you just reach back in that pocket? all the way down. Hold it in your hand. Don't open it, just hold it in your hand, clenched above your head. And I'm just going to try to zero in on the exact content of the memory that she has chosen. So she's holding it. Think about this. It could be a person, it could be a place, it could be a thing. Just visualize it. The first thing I'm getting is that it is not, well, I wanted to say it's not a person, but I also was thinking it kind of is a person, and that's what's throwing me off. So just picture this. This is interesting because this is not. I've honestly never had this this response before, but it's okay. I have committed to what I think she might be thinking about. Mandy, what did you write down as your memory?
It was the gift. It was a Wonder Woman outfit.
So okay, well, so it was a gift. Okay.
Yeah.
So you dressed up like, you know, Linda Carter.
As a kid.
As a kid.
As a child.
Well, you can do it now too. That's fine. I told you I don't really believe in mind reading, but I do believe in strong theater, and I wrote Wonder Woman. I've never had that before. Watch your step as you go back to your seat, Wonder Woman. That is great. I was such a big fan. I was watching it yesterday. So on antenna TV, I turned it on. So, all right. Well, okay, so we've done conjuring, we've done some mind reading, have one last illusion. We have just a few minutes to do it in. In order to do this, I need maybe a couple who would be willing to come up on stage and help me with this. Do we have anyone? We have people raising hands. We have people volunteering, other people. We have second row. You guys are super convenient. Can I ask you to help me? Well, we're here to save time now. So what's your name? John. John, if you'll stand right over to my left. And what's your name?
Bailey.
Bailey, if you'll stand over to my right. Are you okay? You're a little chilly or something?
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Just
Sweater.
tennis anymore? All right. So we're going to do the third branch of illusion. This is called escapology, the art of escape. This is the kind of magic where people are bound or confined and they try to free themselves before something else happens, like, you know, Wonder Woman shows up or something. And so this is what, it's going to be me, by the way. So I want you guys to, okay, relax. But Bailey, in order to do this, I need to remove my jacket. So with your permission, may I?
With his permission?
May I remove my
your
jacket? No. I grew up in Mississippi, and I was taught that you should sort of.
You can take your
It's okay, thank you. Very good. I'm sorry, I'm just old school. So, as the jacket comes off, by the way, ladies, please do not rush. Please, because it's awkward for everyone. Yeah, you laugh, but last night I made $45. In a minute, I'm going to ask you to put your hands under the shoulders like that. You'll put your left hand, you'll put your right hand. You'll make a little curtain like that. Not right now, but in a minute. That's kind of what we're going for. I will hang it up over here right now. Came prepared with the OSHA compliant House of Cards Magic Escape Kit, in which I have something to escape from. Hold the bottom, and you hold the top there, and pull on it, make sure it is what it appears to be, just rope, cotton poly, Home Depot. And also came prepared, John, with some scissors that you can use to cut me loose if I'm unable to escape. So we're just planning ahead. If anyone in the room is particularly sensitive to bright light or highly reflective surfaces, now is the time to put on your protective lenses. Because these sleeves are going up. And I just don't want anyone to get hurt or complain. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, John, you can't spray that on. You have to grow that yourself. It's kind of sad, man. So, and you can see I am perspiring just a little bit, but it's okay. Nothing up my sleeves. If you'll let go of the rope, I'll tie a knot, and you'll hold the ends again. I'll put my wrist inside. You'll pull it gently till it's touching the skin, and now use both hands. Pull it steadily, but as tight down as you can.
Oh, really?
Use both hands. I'll stop you if it's going to be a problem. But just, that's good, that's good. You like that? You like that? A little more, come on.
Keep going.
That's good. Now pause. If I flex, you can feel the tendons and the ligaments pulsating. That's good. We're almost to the bone. In the back, I don't know if you can see, but up front, my skin is being wrenched into the rope pretty good. If you let go, just drop the ends. You can see it maintains that pressure on my skin because the cotton's a little damp. I'm perspiring. My hand is starting to change color. It's a big show. It's part of the spectacle. You said it was Bailey. I'm gonna let you take the other ends and tie my wrist. And John, help her. And one of you tie it as tight down as you can.
Tie it on your other wrist.
Yeah, tie my other wrist to that one. Yeah, much further. There's probably another ½ inch in there. Pull it tight. Ah, there you go. Do you feel it go? Keep it tight. Put your finger on it, Bailey, so that it maintains the tightness. Put another knot on top and tie that down tight. So now we know that both hands are secured, and you can't put your finger between the rope and my skin on either wrist. Very good. Well, I'll let you grab the jacket and hold it the way I showed you. And I'm going to let, what's your name, sir? Stephen, if you'll put another knot on top there. I think they tied it tight enough. There's enough left for another knot. Perfect. Those are bound behind my back. John, are you wearing a watch or anything by chance? Well then, instead of that, I'm going to depend on your obvious sense of rhythm. So just, if you'll, in fact, I'm going to let you hold this up just a little higher. Hold your left hand. You're going to hold your left hand in the air and snap your fingers on the second. So hold your left hand up so I can see it. And you're going to snap your fingers and you're going to give me on your mark it, set, go. Hold it just exactly right there. Are you wearing a watch? Just work with me on this. Don't go anywhere. You're going to go on your mark it, set, go, and then I get 30 seconds to free myself. Every 5 seconds, you'll say 5, 10, 15, so forth. Now, I won't be able to do this if I'm bound in front of my body. Remember, they tie me behind my back. Check the rope. Pull the wrist. They don't come loose. But it's okay. We'll do it anyway. So you're going to go on your mark, get set, go. Here we go.
On your mark, get set, go.
Go. 2, 3. That feels a little fast.
5.
Okay. That seems like you're rushing. That's 10. Why don't we just stop at 15 and give them both a big round of applause. They did a great job. Well, hello. Well, Nashville is real different than I remember. All right, you better grab that emergency kit, though. Please, if you'll grab those scissors. I'm not sure what good the scissors will be, Bailey, against the cold, hard steel that we find ourselves in. But fortunately, attached to the scissors is a ribbon, and attached to the ribbon is a key, which is aim your wrist downward, if you will, which is a handy thing to have at a time like this, because I'm Presbyterian, and this is 5 shades past my record. Give them both a big round of applause. Watch your step. Thank you very much. Holy smokes. So, no, we did it. We got the plane up. We went through all 3 branches of the illusion arts: conjuring, mentalism, and even an escape. I hope you had a great time. My name is Joe Turner. Enjoy the rest of your evening at House of Cards Nashville. Thanks for coming.